with 2 suspensions, a new manager in the Premiership. Now, are these factors for a disaster that's about to happen? Is it a cocktail for defeat? Let's get into my preview of Southampton versus Arsenal 22 unbeaten run. Can we continue? Hi, welcome again to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. Yeah, 2 critical suspensions, 1 new manager in Ralph. Now, excuse my pronunciation, it's Ralph Hasenhuttl. So I'm sure if James, if you're watching my upload, I'm sure you will correct me on my pronunciation. So yeah, you know, these factors, 3 factors, the suspension, 2 suspensions, and a new manager for Southampton. Now, Southampton, as we know, have recently sacked Mark Hughes, who for me was not a good fit for Southampton. And it's just like the merry-go-round of familiar faces filling up the vacant managerial seats in the Prem. Same faces. However, very cautiously I repeat, Southampton has employed a new manager in Ralph Hasenhuttl, who comes from RB Leipzig in the Bundesliga. And I have to say, I haven't done a lot of research, and I don't watch too much Bundesliga football. But what I have heard and what I have read, which is not really much, is that RB Leipzig under Ralph Hasenhuttl, they played really good expansive football, similar. Imagine of which Premiership they play similar football to. Liverpool. High pressing, really good in transition, and they set up traps for you when you're not on the ball. Yeah. Like I've said many times, if you've been watching, the recent videos that we've done, is that all the teams in the Premiership have the possibility of beating each other. There are no easy games in the Premiership. And Emery will be absolutely aware of the type of football that Southampton, now under a new manager, will want to play. Now, I remember when Unai Emery came into Arsenal, a little bit of an underwhelming announcement, but now we're best part of 4, 5, 6 months down the line, we have somewhat of a, I won't say a clearer picture, but the pieces of the jigsaw are coming together. We lost 2 matches, as you know, but we're on this unbeaten run of 22 games, unbeaten in all competitions. So what I'm trying to say is that even though Southampton do have a new manager, his philosophy in the way he wants them to play will take some time. Now, that's not me trying to grab at any kind of opportunity to, give us the positivity, because like I said, Unai Emery will be acutely aware that we must not take Southampton, lightly. They're going to be buoyant now with a new manager. They're going to be ready and raring to go. They're going to be playing at home, and Arsenal don't have a good record when we've played Southampton at their ground. So I'm wondering, how can Unai Emery negate the uprising that's about to come at Southampton? So, I will give you my predictive 11, but not just yet. So what I'm going to say is that, well, Southampton, they do have a good little group of players there that, if managed well enough, they could make some waves in the Premiership. So have they made the change in a managerial position, in time? I think with the bottom 5 or 6 clubs, there's probably 2 or 3 points separating those clubs there, apart from Fulham, who I understand they probably lost against West Ham. But if Southampton could get on a good run of wins, 2 or 3, they'll be mid-table. But we must, I say we, Arsenal and Unai Emery must negate and put out any kind of flames of a revolution in Southampton. Right, so they have Charlie Austin, Gabbiadini, Bertram, Shane Long, Redmond. They have some players there that we must be very, very careful of there. And again, Emery will know. He would have his game plan already done, down on paper. And a stat I read the other day is that he's made the most changes, substitutions, this season than I think maybe the top 2 or 3 clubs put together. The most substitutions, which means, excuse me, is that he's a thinking man's manager. That he's always thinking. He's not just sat there, back, just waiting for things to happen. He's proactive enough to try and snuff out any kind of threat, not before the game, but in the game. I've said it so many times. Right, so like I said, we've got 2 suspensions. My goodness. What a precarious situation that we're in. Now, we don't have Sokratis, we don't have Mustafi, and apparently Torreira is 1 yellow card away from being suspended for 1 game. So we might, if he does not pick up a yellow card, we're going to be okay. But if not, if my memory serves me right, he could miss the Liverpool game or the Tottenham game. That I'm not absolutely sure. I need to double check on that as well. But yeah, what a situation. So it's going to really, really check and scrutinise Unai Emery and his philosophy, his coaching staff, everyone behind him. How he's going to set up the team for this match against Southampton. Southampton currently lying 19th, I believe. And yeah, I've written an 11 down, and you're going to probably think, what are you thinking about? But so far, Unai Emery he's tricked me. He's tricked everyone, because just when I think he's going to pick this 11, he picks a completely different 11. So I picked a completely different 11. So yeah, this was my 11. So of course in goal we're going to have Leno. He's the Premiership goalkeeper. Czech is 2nd or maybe 3rd in command. Centre back, I think maybe Emery might go for a back 3. So I put in central, excuse me, is Lichtsteiner. Yeah, Lichtsteiner. Maybe some of you are probably thinking, what about Koscielny? Yeah, it was good to see him back in the Europa League after almost, a season out. But he's not quite ready. I did see Emery's press conference. He said literally they want to see, how is he feeling after the effects, against playing Karabag there. So it might be a game too soon to have Koscielny in there. So I've gone for Leno, then Lichtsteiner in the centre, left back Monreal, right back, not wing back but right back Bellerin. Only by the mere fact, I just think again still his end product is just kind of tailed off a little bit. Maybe he's probably forgotten the things that Unai Emery and the coaching staff are telling him. Shoot on target, get the ball in at the earliest opportunity. So I've put Maitland-Niles. Yes, I thought he had a fantastic game there when we had to switch him over on the right side of the midfield. And the left-hand side, I've got Kolasinac, the tank. The regular 2, Xhaka, welcome back Xhaka, with Torreira. And in the number 10 role, I put Mesut Ozil, but I've put Ramsey. Yeah, I think Ramsey, give Ramsey, a little run out there. Maybe he can provide some kind of link-up play like he did when Aubameyang, when he came on against Tottenham there. So I've got Ozil in the number 10 role and Ramsey just to be behind the lone striker. Who is the lone striker? Now, I thought long and hard about this. No, actually, I didn't. I just said, you know what? The hitman Lacazette has to play. I've always said that if you're going to start our 2 main strikers, who is going to come off the bench and change things up? So this match against Southampton might just be the proof in the pudding that we cannot go all guns blazing, pardon the pun, but have Lacazette as the main hitman striker up there. And if things are not kind of working out, it will give Unai Emery, a plan B to go to bring on Aubameyang. So that's my 11. Guys, tell me, who do you think Unai Emery is going to play. Now, in regards to the result, again, it's going to be a tight game, very, very tight game. So I'm going to go for either 1-0 or 2-1 win for Arsenal. I can see maybe, again, Unai Emery is going to be a little bit frustrated that we're probably going to leak a goal. Probably it's just going to be 1 goal. And yeah, because it's, well, it looks like it's a ragtag defence, but we haven't had the best of defences since the season began. So that's my 1-11, that's my prediction. And yeah, 2 critical suspensions, a new manager in the Premiership. Is that going to be a cocktail for disaster? Listen, I hope not. I hope not. Anyhow, this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over the world. Breaking news.